What is up guys, West Tech Gamer here. Today I'm going to be showing you my Tupac cassette collection as well as some other cassettes out of my collection. Without further ado, just go ahead and get started. Right, on my Tupac CD collection, a lot of people did want me to do a Tupac cassette collection, so I'm here doing it today. But as well as that, I want to show you some other cassettes I have, other hip hop cassettes. So first off, right, we'll go to the Digital Underground Same Song cassette, right? This is sealed still, I've not opened it up yet. I originally had 2 copies of this. In my eBay bundle, right, that video I did, my Tupac CD eBay bundle, I had 2 copies of this, right? And I actually sold it. I sold the open copy and I kept the sealed copy because obviously the sealed copy would be worth a lot more. So that's why I kept this one right here. So I've not opened it up yet, but definitely a classic single, you know what I mean? You know, this is kind of Tupac at his kind of earlier stages when he first started rapping with Digital Underground. So you can see that right there. That's what it all looks like. See it on the back. That's pretty much what that looks like. Next we go to the Michelle album, her first debut album. You know, I definitely like this album a lot, you know. Dr. Dre did some production on it, and this album is just really good from the lyrics to the beats. It all flows well, you know, so that's pretty much what it all looks like. I do have the vinyl record version of this cassette in the collection as well. So that's pretty much it. Next we go to the Dr. Dre, the Chronic album. Such a classic album this is, and any hip hop fan of this album right here, because this is like the G-Funk era, the start of the G-Funk era is, you know, with classic songs like Nothing But a G Thing, Little Ghetto Boy, F with Dre Day. Album is definitely a classic album, it is right here, and it's a must have for any hip hop fan. I'm so glad I managed to get the cassette version. It was actually pretty hard to find. It was pretty expensive everywhere. But I did manage to find it. I'm glad I managed to add it to my collection. Next we're going to go to Tupac Strictly album, right? The Strictly album, definitely a classic album right here, you know. I still need to get the vinyl record version of this album, but it's just been too expensive to get at the moment, so I'm not really been going to get it yet. That's what the cassette version looks like right here. It looks pretty cool, it does. You can see that on the side. You can see all that. So I pretty much have all the singles from this album in CD version pretty much. So if you want to see that, see my Tupac CD collection in the description down below. Click on the annotations right over there. So that's pretty much it. So that's Tupac Strictly. Next we go to Above the Rim, right? We've got Above the Rim soundtrack, definitely a classic soundtrack. You know, I like it because it's a mix of R&B and hip hop, so that's pretty much what it looks like. And the movie itself is really good. It just shows how good Tupac is as an actor. Next we're going to go to singles from the Me Against the World album. So we've got the Dear Mama single, Temptations, and Shed So Many Tears, right? So I pretty much have all these in CD form as well, but I'll kind of show what the cassettes look like because it's different from my usual cassette case because inside the cassettes are black and it has, you know, the songs on it right over there. And then, you know, the cases look really nice. They look pretty vintage to do, and that's one thing I like about it a lot, how vintage they all look. And it's like all the artwork from it as well. It looks all really cool, it does. So that's the Dear Mama single. Next goes Shed So Many Tears single. You know, it's the same idea with the black cassette in the inside. And you've got some nice artwork on the back. So that's pretty much what it all looks like over there inside. So pretty cool that is. Next we'll go to the Temptation single, one of the rarest singles from the Me Against the World album to find. If I found the vinyl record version of this album, that'd be so amazing it would be. But I don't think I will. The CD version I managed to find, and this one I'm so glad I managed to find as well. So it's the same idea with the black cassette also, with the track list on it. And then on the back, that's pretty much what it all looks like. So it looks really cool, that does. So that's Temptations, Me Against the World. Next we're going to go to All Eyes on Me, you know. So that's pretty much what it all looks like. It's a double cassette right over there, so you can see that. So it looks really cool, that does. So that's all your track list on the back. So that's All Eyes on Me. In the inside, you have some artwork on the inside, you know, same as the album version and the vinyl record version. You know, you get some more artwork on the inside and the inlays and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what All Eyes on Me looks like. Next we'll go to the California Love single, you know. Next we'll go to the Toss It Up single, another rare single over here, you know. So the cassette is a clear cassette in this one, so it's not like the black cassettes. I would prefer it if it was, but at least I got the single anyway, so that's pretty much what it all looks like, Toss It Up. Next we'll go to the Greatest Hits album, so you can see what it all looks like. See it all on the back, same track list. And the inside, you get some, you know, part 1 of the cassette and part 2 of the cassette with your track list on the back, so you can see all of that. So that's pretty cool, that is. Next we got one single from the Greatest Hits album, which is Changes by Tupac. So you can see that, got 2 different versions on the back. changes. Next we go to Until the End of Time album. You can see that right there, that's what it all looks like. All the track lists of part 1 and part 2. That's Until the End of Time. You know, so that's pretty much what it all is, you know. So I know I kind of maybe rushed through this video and kind of quickly, you know, went through all of them. It's because I pretty much reviewed all these albums in the channel. You know, I've reviewed All Eyes on Me many times. The CD version, the vinyl record version, the remastered CD, even the original vinyl record version. I've reviewed it so many times in the channel. Reviewed 7 Day CD in the channel. Reviewed Above the Rim so many times. Until the End of Time. Me Against the World. I've reviewed all these kind of on the channel many times. So if you really want to see individual reviews of all these albums, right, check out the full playlist in the description down below or in the annotations right over there to see a full review of all these kind of albums, right? I've either reviewed them in vinyl record version or album version, so, or I maybe mentioned it in a collection video. So do check out the full playlist, right, to see what I've reviewed. And if I've not reviewed anything, let me know down below what you want me to review next. Right, I've got quite a lot of the old school hip hop records, so let me know down below. So that's pretty much it for my Tupac cassette collection. Let me know what you think of this down below. Leave a like if you like this video right here, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys next time.